Hey everybody, how's it going? Picked up some comic books yesterday. Starting off with Uncanny X-Men number 3, the continuance of Mr. Sinister saga. Number 4, the conclusion to the whole Mr. Sinister saga, and number 5. Now, I'm a huge Uncanny X-Men fan, but I just feel like this storyline with the whole Sinister thing, it just lagged. I think they could have done a lot better with a different direction or a different storyline they could have gone with. Um, I read some of the pages for this one, and then of course some of the pages of this one. This one's more about this creature right here that is captured by Sinister and tortured, and of course, when he gets out, goes to a little girl and takes over her. But I think he kills her. So what happens? Of course, he takes on the whole entire X-Men, and pretty much this thing destroys the town in the process. And if I read it right, that he pretty much had the X-Men just pretty much kill him, in the end, because he just didn't. I guess he sent a signal to his people, and they couldn't get to him. So yeah, with this one here, it's about Psylocke finding its world or island or whatever it is, and pretty much the team goes and discovers what it is, looks around, all this stuff. But when the process of discovering it, they get separated, and later on find out that it's ran by this one thing in a robot suit. So I don't want to give it too much away, because I know there's a lot of Uncanny X-Men fans out there, so I'll just say just little descriptions here and there. But for me, I think they really have messed up the Uncanny X-Men lineup, the line of it. Like 123 Comic Man said that they just totally messed it up. I'm gonna give it a couple more issues and see how I like it, and if I don't, I'm just gonna drop this title and just continue with the Wolverine and the X-Men. So that's that. Also picked up Fantastic Four 601 and also 602. In this issue, of course, the team finds out that Johnny Storm is alive. He's a lot older. There's a battle going on Earth, and Avengers are also in this series, of course. And they go with Johnny and his troops and this ship, which is this humongous city, it seems like, in space to battle while Avengers are left on Earth. In this one here, pretty much Reed decides to call Galacticus for help, and that's all I'm gonna say. For me, I don't want to say too much, but because I really love the storyline. I've always been another title that I'm a huge fan of, and I always liked Fantastic Four. I'm glad they're back. I think they brought Johnny Storm back too soon. But it's interesting to see what's going to happen, and it's cool because the storyline just jumps to something really serious, and it's something that I want to read, so it just keeps him coming back, so I can't wait for 603, the next issue, to come out, and I'm just on board for this. Love the series, love the storyline, the way it's headed, action packed, just enjoying it a lot better than Uncanny X-Men. So yeah, that's that. Also picked up Superman number 4 and Superman number 5. Pretty much is about of course, it's about the three beings that Superman supposedly created, and they're pretty much after him. And in this issue, they take over Superman's body, they consume him, the three entities, and Superman just goes around and killing all the criminals and just cleaning house. But in the end, we find out. Well, you guys will find out what's in the end when it happens. I'm not a huge George Perez fan, so when I heard that, I heard last year that he really messed up the Superman title, and they're going to keep him till 6 and 7, then bring a whole new team in. I was very excited because I was ready to drop this title. I love Superman, a huge fan of him, but it should have ended in issue 3. It's just dragging, and I don't know. just not used to it. The art is beautiful, of course, but I'm not a big George Perez fan, and I'm glad he's leaving and the whole new team is coming in. So I'm gonna give it a shot and just see what happens with the new team. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm gonna drop this title too. Also picked up the Phantom number 71. I don't know, I just saw it there. It was a buck. Just picked it up. See how it is. I'm gonna read it and just find out how it is, and if I want to continue collecting the early ones from like the 60s or whatever I can find. Also picked up Detective Comics number 5. Huge fan of Batman. Enjoying all the Batman titles. Loving it. In this one, of course, Batman tries to find out who is behind all this stuff that's happening, and of course we find out it's the Penguin. Again, I don't want to give it too much because I know how hot Batman titles are, so I'm just gonna of course you can see by the cover, Penguin, duh. But yeah, great title to pick up, great storyline. Can't wait for the next one. And last, of course, my pick of the week, probably pick of the month, is Witchblade. Again, in my last video, I jumped aboard on 150, the issue. I think this is 152 now, right? Yes, 152. I love it. It was really easy just to jump on and know what's going on. 50, 51, 52. It's just beautifully done. You can just figure out exactly what's going on, what storyline is starting now, what's going on, what's happening, what's the purpose behind it. Perfect jump on title, 150. So if you're the art is just beautiful. Love the art. I just love the direction where it's headed. And again, like I said, I always wanted to continue. I always wanted to collect Witchblade, but this time, it was a perfect time to jump on, like they said, and I'm loving it, enjoying it. Another title that I'm gonna pick up now as my ongoing. Yeah, that's about it. So this is gonna be my pick of the week, Witchblade. I suggest anybody check it out. It's a good title. Alright guys, have a great week. See you later.